welcome to today's video. Today I want to show you how to make these fun two-colored granny squares, solid granny squares, where we change color within each round. They're pretty easy to make, so let's just jump right into it. So let's get started. We'll start by doing a slip knot. And I'm going to chain 4 and connect them to a ring. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go down to the first chain and connect to a ring like that. I like to weave in my yarn tail as I go, so I'm going to press it on the back side, and we're going to chain 3, add 2 double crochets next to the chain 3, and 2. Now we have a cluster of 3 double crochets. We're going to chain 2, go back into the ring and add another 3 double crochets. So 1, and 2, and 3. Now we created 2 clusters in one corner. So we're going to start on the next corner. So we're going to chain 1. We're going to take our yarn, and we like to put it up here, and then we're going to bring in our new yarn. So I'm going to put that closest to me. I like to, when I'm attaching this yarn, so we chained 1, so we're going to have another chain. I like to put the yarn together like this, and just let it glide over the hook. I'm gonna take the purple strand of yarn and hold it close. I'm just gonna pull the yarn through the hook, through the loop with the hook, and then as you can see it gets a little loose, so you can tighten that up by pulling on the purple one and then a little bit on the pink one. I like to go of the pink tail, and I'm also letting go of the purple yarn, and I'm just chaining 1 with the new pink yarn. I go back into the ring. Make sure you're not crocheting over that purple one. Go back into the ring and do 3 double crochets. Let's do that and have a look at the corner. 2 and 3. Now you can see over here we have the purple and the pink together. If it gets a little loose, you can always tighten it up a little bit, but we'll get back to that when we get to that corner again. I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, back into the ring, cluster of 3 double crochets, 2, and 3. I'm going to chain 2 and go back and connect to the top of the chain 3 that we did in the beginning. So slip stitch in there, and that completes our first round. We do have some yarn tails and some things that we need to be aware of, but we'll get back to that when we go into round number 2. So now we're ready to start round number 2. So we're going to insert our hook up in this corner. Gonna turn our work. Then we're going to slip stitch twice. Slip stitch in the corner like this, because we want to move a little over to the side, because now we're starting the corner and we're doing the last part of the corner. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and put in a double crochet. And then we're just going to continue with this pink color. So 1 double crochet in each of the top stitches, 2 double crochets, chain 2 for a corner, 2 double crochets, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets in those top stitches. So I'll meet you over here at the corner and show you how we do that. Now we're almost at the corner. I'm doing the last top stitch on this side, and then we're going to move into the corner. If things have gotten a little loose over here, you can just pull on the purple yarn. I will tighten it up a little bit. So we're going into the corner, putting in 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. And again, pull a little bit on the purple yarn. And then we're going to chain 1, and we're ready to switch color again. But this time, keep the pink tail out of the way. This time we have our color waiting for us down here. So we're just going to, and now you need to pay attention. Pull the yarn, the pink yarn, to the back of the project. I like to take my yarn and put it over here and bring forward my purple yarn. I'm going to bring up the purple yarn like this, go in and bring it through the loop on your hook. If it gets too loose, you can tighten a little bit up on the pink and a little bit on the purple, and then you're going to chain 1. So now we're in the corner, we have our new color attached, and we're just going to put in 2 double crochets, but we have this strain of yarn down here and it doesn't look very nice, so we want to hide that. You can do this by going under the strain of yarn, bring up your purple color, like when you're doing a double crochet, then we go into the corner, pull it up again, and now we have our 3 loops on the hook. So you're going to yarn over, go through once, yarn over, go through twice. And that way we just did our double crochet, and we have kind of hidden the strain of yarn in here. So just going to do another double crochet, and then we can start go out of the corner. And we have the pink still attached over here, just sitting here waiting for us to come back later. And then you just crochet like you would normally do, and I'll meet you over here to show you how to do the corner. So I just came out of the corner and I did the first top stitch. So be aware that the second top stitch, the back loop will move a little to the back. So just be aware that you are going in to the right place and picking up the right loop. And then the last one over here, we see slip stitched in that one, so you will see the pink yarn over here, but just go in to that top stitch and do your double crochet like that. And then we're going into the corner, and it looks a little clumsy down here because we slip stitched twice, but we're just going to crochet over it with our double crochets. So put in 2 of those like that, chain 2 to create the corner, go over and slip stitch in the top, chain 3 from the beginning of the round. So go in there, slip stitch, and that completes round number 2. So from now on, we're just going to repeat everything we did on round 2. I'm going to show you one more time. So flip your work, do 2 slip stitches in the corner, 1 and 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and do a double crochet. And then we're out of the corner, and you're just going to do the sides up and the next corner, and then the other side. And then we get down to the corner where we have our color change again. I'll show you one more time. So we are almost at the corner again. I'm just doing the last top stitch over here. Then we're going into the corner, putting in 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, pull a little bit on the pink one, going to chain 1, take my purple yarn and put it to the back, and bring in my pink yarn. Pull that yarn tight behind, go down and grab the pink one and pull through the loop on the hook and chain one. Just gonna let the purple sit, go down under the pink yarn, grab the pink yarn, come up, go into the corner, grab the pink yarn, come up, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And then I'm going to add another double crochet, and we are back with the pink color, and we can tighten that up a little bit. And we're just, well, yeah, we're back on the pink color, and we're just going to continue all the way down to the corner, and I will show you that one more time. So now we are almost at the corner. We just have 2 more to go. And as I mentioned, the back loop can be a little tricky on this one. And then the last one, which is up here, where we slip stitched with the purple color. And then going into the corner, putting in our 2 double crochets. Like that. Pull on yarn, chain 2, and go into that top chain we did in the beginning and slip stitch. So that completes round 3. As you can see, it's lining up really nicely. You can of course do as many rounds as you would like, and when you have the amount of rounds that you want, you just fasten off over here, and you go down and find your purple yarn down here, and you just snip it off, and you can secure it a little bit, and then you're just going to weave in your tails, and then you have your 2-colored solid granny square.